Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Purim Overview number 3, the Halachot of Purim when it falls on Motzai Shabbat. So the Halachot already begin earlier. We had Tanit Esther already Thursday, a few days beforehand. That was discussed in the previous Shurim 1 and 2. Regarding the Machatzit HaShekel, normally it's done Mincha right before Purim. It's a little tricky this year because it's Shabbat. Obviously, that's not Machatzit HaShekel, Shabbat right before Purim. So some have the minhag to do it already at the end of Tanit Esther, right before Mincha, or right after Mincha, but before the night falls. And the reason is, the Kaf HaChaim explains, because Tanit is a time that we're involved in Shuvah, Tanit, and Kapara, and therefore we add on the Tzedakah, so we have Maaser, we have the Machatzit HaShekel during the time of Kapara, because the post can talk about it being an efficacious time. And this adds to the Tanit and to the Kapara. There are those that say that really it should be on Purim or close to Purim itself. Therefore, the Divrei Yotzev, the Klosenberg Rebbe, says to do it again on Sunday morning. It would be a nice thing to do. Really, once one did it Thursday afternoon by Tanit Esther, certainly his Yotzei, but it wants to be do extra, Kol HaKavod. So that's the Machatzit HaShekel. So Tanit Esther was taken care of, we discussed. The Machatzit HaShekel, then comes Shabbat. So Shabbat is a regular Shabbat, Friday night, as always, Shabbat morning, then Shabbos afternoon, Sudash Lishi, can eat a regular Sudash Lishit. There were those who said that maybe you shouldn't eat that much because you have such a big meal, the Sudash Lishit, then you won't be able to have a meal at night. And many say that that's really not a reason to be stringent. There's no chiyuv, no obligation to have a meal at night in the first place. So where do you find such a thing that you cannot eat Shabbat afternoon so that you could have a empty stomach or be at least have an appetite Saturday night? It's a very, very big chumrah. A simple pshat is one has a regular meal Shabbat afternoon as Sudash Lishit. And it's a nice thing to have a Suda at night as well on Purim. The real chiv obligation, of course, for the Suda on Purim is during the day. Some say that Havdalah, at least Bomer Ha'esh should be done right after Shabbat, before the Megillah reading, but Lamaisa, almost everyone holds that the Havdalah with the Eish is done afterwards. But what about the Ol Havdalah? So on Hanukkah, there's an interesting question whether the Hanukkah lighting should be done before Havdalah or afterwards. Some say we want to push Havdalah as late as possible because we love Shabbat so much, we want to push it off the exit of Shabbat. So even if we're saying Hamavdil in Tefillah, Tachanontanu, is still symbolic. We were pushing up Shabbat by waiting and holding on to Shabbat as much as we can till we do Havdalah. So there's a whole question by Hanukkah lighting what to do. And by Purim, the minhag is that we do the Megillah first, and then we push off Ma'ariv, the Havdalah, till later on, to try to show that we delay Shabbat as much as we can. Regarding the end of Shabbat and costumes and preparing for after Shabbat, so of course one cannot prepare, one cannot take any muksa and have any muksa in his costumes and move them on Shabbat for after Shabbat. There's a hachana issue, there's a muksa issue. Some want to say that if children in the afternoon are so excited about their costumes, and when they're putting on their costumes, they're already excited about the costumes right now on Shabbat, so that's not hachana, and then there may be room to be mako. But the simple pshat, when one puts on a costume, if he's doing, especially an adult, he's doing it just for Motzai Shabbat, that would seem to be a problem of hachana. So that's an overview. We discussed the halachot of Machatzit HaShekel. We discussed the halacha of, in the afternoon, the Sudash Lishit, that you can have regular meals. Some want to be machmir to limit it a bit, but it's a very big stringency. We discussed the halacha of preparing for after Shabbat with the costumes, that one should really wait till after Shabbat. There may be spur to say kids who are enjoying it now could put it on now. Obviously, muksa costumes have to be avoided till after Shabbat. We discussed Motzai Shabbat regarding the Eish, and we do the Havdalah with the Eish. That's almost all the poskim hold, and that's going to be after the Kriyat Megillah. And we said the Kriyat Megillah is done first because we push off Shabbat Havdalah as much as we possibly can. Purim Sameach to everyone. Shalom.